Hi there, Marshmallow Man here. This good-looking chap here is me. Yes, I know, pretty neat, right? Well, we're trying something new here and I want to get personal with you. So I hope you guys enjoy this and let's start with this video star. This here is the Honor 50, the long-awaited Honor phone with GMS. We all know how Honor and Huawei lost its privileges to utilize GMS courtesy of a certain Mr. So after all this, is Honor still at it? Well, let's find out. Oh, if you're looking for the unboxing, we'll have it at another video. Links down below. The Honor 50 comes with a Snapdragon 778G 5G processor, Adreno 842L graphics, 8GB of RAM, 250GB of storage, Magic UI 4.2 based on Android 11, Bluetooth 5, USB Type-C, dual nano SIM slot, and a 4300 mAh battery with 66W supercharge. One of the core features of the Honor 50 is the display, which is an OLED 6.57-inch 120Hz display. That itself already sounds pretty amazing, but what more is that it's also 100% DCI-P3. So for you content creators out there, this will surely pique your interest. We have here the Frost Crystal color variant. It also has Midnight Black and Emerald Green color options for those who seek a more classy look. And Honor code for those who seek for honor. 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 The Frost color is certainly a sight to behold. The freshy looks really remind me of a disco ball. Yes, I saw the big camera. We'll talk about this in a moment. So the Honor 50 has a chromed outline around the phone, with its volume rocker and unlock button on the left, nothing on the right, and two mics on top, and the speaker, USB-C port, and dual micro SIM slot below. Yes, let's talk about the camera. These unique looking circles are the camera cutouts of the Honor 50. Yes, it is quite big. Looks kinda familiar too, and I don't know why. Now these beautiful cameras are the main show of the Honor 50. The main shooter is a 108 megapixel ultra clear camera with a 1:1.52 inch sensor and has an f1.9 aperture. The 1:1.52 inch sensor is among the largest sensor size in the market. Developed by Samsung, the ISOCELL HM2S 5KH M2 is the same sensor used by flagship phones of other brands. As for the rest of the camera, we have an 8 megapixel 17mm ultra-wide camera with a 120-degree field of view and an f2.2 aperture, as well as a 2 megapixel macro camera with f2.4 aperture and a 2 megapixel depth camera with f2.2 aperture. So let's see how well the camera performs. We're over at Sentul Park checking out the scenery here. First, Honor still retains its AI camera function. Here, let's do a comparison with AI camera enabled and not enabled. Honestly, I can't see much difference here. Probably due to the good lighting at an outdoor park. Enough light equals less need of modifications. AI here is likely the smart scene selection anyway. On the high-res mode, you'll get a whopping 108 megapixel image out. With this, you get more details with the megapixel. What you can do is zoom in and still get great details out from the cropped image. Just to give you an idea how big a 108 megapixel image is, you can print a big image that can cover a medium-sized room. In Pro mode, you can zoom in with the camera, but bear in mind through this is digital zooming, which means the camera just crops into the middle of the image, without moving into any lens or mechanical parts. With the max zoom range limited at 10 times, that means when you crop in 10 times, you still get 10.8 megapixels when fully zoomed in. Zooming in 7.8 times, you can already see some artifacts around it. At this point, I would avoid zooming into such range. In macro mode, well, you'll get 2 megapixel fixed focus range. I find fixed focus relatively hard to use. Without any focus confirmation or focus peaking, we have to eyeball the camera. That leaves us with frequent misfires, and when the focus is missed by a margin, the whole image is spoiled. So if you're going to use the macro camera, do use it carefully. Let's move to the video capacity. The Honor 50 is capable of shooting 4K videos at 30fps, 1080p videos at 30fps and 60fps, as well as 720p videos at 30fps. The front camera is capable of shooting 1080p videos at 30fps and 60fps. The Honor 50's video has an odd EIS implementation to it. You get this weird jitter to it when you're shooting moving footage. Check out our sample for this. And the sad thing is, we can't disable the EIS, but we are able to remedy the jitter with warp stabilization in Premiere Pro. It's not perfect, but it's something. Also, we do notice that the video is quite oversaturated. Now, the front camera is fun to play with. This is probably the most practical part of the phone in the right hands. In the multi-video mode, we have a few modes that are available for different situations. Front or rear mode, where the main rear camera and front camera is engaged. Rear or rear mode, the main camera zoomed in, plus the wide-angle camera. I like this mode. The viewer gets to see the environment plus a close-up. Picture-in-picture mode, I guess it's quite self-explanatory. Rear mode, okay. And front mode, which is just selfie mode. Yep, my favorite is the rear/rear mode. Look at the ducks. So how do I feel about using the Honor 50? The front fingerprint scanner is very responsive, that's for sure. I really do miss using the Magic UI. With its 120Hz, it's really smooth. And yes, with the return of GMS, it means users can enjoy Facebook and other software without any issues. Ah, and yes, the 120Hz is really smooth. Coupled with 100% coverage of DCI-P3, the display is really gorgeous to look at. Now is a good time to talk about the battery life too. Its battery is good for about 6 hours use based on our test, but only takes about an hour to get a full charge. This is definitely a win for us. We played a great amount of games with this phone during our test, which you can check out in another video. Link down below. What we can say is the Honor 50 is a gaming powerhouse. With its screen, we have really good experience playing through hours of games. One last thing I wanted to highlight before I conclude the video is the Honor Magic Link. While not one of the highlighted features of the Honor 50, it is still pretty much available for users. Compatible with Huawei's multi-screen collaboration tools on their laptop and PC line, it still gave users the convenience of cloning the phone screen to the PC and controlling it. It gives extra convenience to users who work on both platforms control over their phones, while also making it really easy to transfer files over. The Honor 50 is priced at Rm1699 for the 6GB and 128GB variant, and Rm1899 for the 8GB and 256GB variant. Pricing at this level, Honor 50 faces a lot of competition. This price range has a lot of players in it, but let's see what the Honor 50 has to offer. Here are some of the things I like about the new Honor 50. GMS. Normally we won't say GMS is an advantage, but considering what happened before with the Honor brand, I consider it an advantage this time. 66W fast charge? 108MP is no joke. Selfie videos, great for bloggers. Beautiful display, and a great performance overall. As for the things I didn't like, the fixed focus macro lens, oversaturated video, and the EIS annoyingly cannot be turned off. So in conclusion, the Honor 50 is a good phone for younger users, or content creators. That is if they fix the EIS. We do enjoy the phone for everything it has, especially the display and the gaming performance. But we're also taking it back to some parts of it. All in all, if you're looking for a good phone, the Honor 50 is worth your consideration, especially if you are a Huawei ecosystem user. From what we know, the Honor 50 is compatible for the most part, and if you are a selfie lover, you should really try out this phone. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel for more videos and reviews like this. You can also check out the official Portdo.net Facebook and Instagram pages. We also have a very own Telegram channel where you can find all our news and videos posted every day. Until then, This is Marshmallow Man's